Hello everyone, welcome to the Spanish for Kiddos podcast, where you can listen to fun bilingual stories and more. My name is Barbara. I'm the owner and founder of Spanish for Kiddos and your host for this fall season of bilingual reading. We'll have so much fun learning about new stories. I'll be sharing fun bilingual stories for back to school in the fall season. So join me as I read aloud fun English and Spanish stories to encourage bilingual readers to read more. Today I'm going to talk about a cute bilingual story called El Otoño, un tiempo de cosecha, Fall, a time to harvest. And before we dig into our bilingual story, this is a great opportunity as well to learn about Spanish letters. And if you visit our blog recently, I just finished talking about how to identify these different types of letters. And you can group them in different categories such as small letters, tall letters, or tail fall letters. And it depends, of course, in the Spanish language. Of course, you have the ñ, which is also part of the small letters. And then it helps them, I think, the kiddos understand that they are grouped differently because they can be written differently. And it can help them into actually differentiate, for instance, between a B and a D, B y D, or for instance, in ACE or ACE. And then different types of, for instance, the tail or the fall letters, which you have to write, of course, with that little bit of downward into the paper, like a J, P, J, P. So that brings us to understanding what those Spanish letters are just in more detail when we are writing specific, not only letters, but of course when you are going into words, terms, and of course into sentence structure. So make sure to check that blog post that I have there in regards to that. And then we'll actually use our text here at the end to see how can we actually use this method into a bilingual story. So let's get started. The fall season brings harvest time. Animals begin to collect food. Squirrels facts, they like to bury food in the ground. Acorn facts, they grow oak trees. El otoño trae la época de cosecha. Animales comienzan a coleccionar comida. Dato de las ardillas, les gusta esconder comida en el suelo. Dato de las bellotas, ellas crecen árboles robles. Squirrels gather nuts, fruits, and seeds. Ardillas recogen nueces, frutas y semillas. Most flowers produce seeds and fruits. Muchas flores producen semillas y frutas. And then at the end there has a cute little activity in the ebook here that you can practice, of course, about fall and making some cute little drawings as well. What's your favorite part of fall or autumn? But going back to the Spanish letters, so in a very short story like this, what could be an important part to actually go back and look for either those beginning words or beginning letters in these words like otoño. What do we have there? We have the O, otoño. So we're looking for a small letter. Or if we have, for instance, cosecha. Cosecha. So we have the C. So actually that's also a small letter. Let's see if we can find another example. We can find the word gather, recogen. So gather in English, we have the G o G, which actually is going to be a tail or fall letter. And then in Spanish will be recogen, which is actually a small letter. And then for instance, we have fruits, frutas, we have the first letter there, F, which actually is a tall letter. So you can go in there and actually use this in different ways. And actually, it's even better to add sounds or the phonetics of that beginning letter. You can also probably do a very fun game that I talk about in the blog using a number cube to differentiate between the small, the tall, and the tail or the fall letter. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. It has lots of practice and a lot of different things you can do with a fun reading. Of course, you can practice with other fun fall or autumn textbooks or texts or bilingual stories or even a nonfiction like in the textbook, for instance, of a text. You can find more fun stories at our SpanishForKiddos.com blog, along with fun strategies to learn Spanish. Join me next time as I read another fun bilingual story in English and Spanish. Thank you for listening to the Spanish for Kiddos podcast. And if you enjoyed this and other episodes, please leave a review. I appreciate your kind feedback. Have a wonderful day.